Be good, not be good. What up? Hey, yo. Damon, I was just commenting to myself about your post there. About Florida and Arkansas going a little bit longer than expected. It could affect Auburn's kickoff. I don't think so, but we'll find out. Word, guys. It is awesome to be here again, hanging with y'all, draining with y'all again. Hornation says, I'm about to go drain in the woods near this girl's baseball field. Oh, boy. Hornatius, be careful out there, my guy. It's another week, guys. Week 9 for the Auburn Tigers. I guess it's week 10 in the real world, but you know what I mean. And we've got the game at Vanderbilt. Literally pairs of Vanderbilt fans at Commodore Walk today. You know it's a fiery situation anytime you walk into the stadium at Vanderbilt, and you know there's going to be potentially hundreds of thousands of people cheering on the Commodores. We are going to have kind of a weird show today in the sense that a lot of the pillars of our community, we had a very, as I understand it, and Cleveland Brown, who's in the chat, might be able to give us some firsthand insights on this, but we had Why Not AU, who's one of the pillars of our community, he rented out the Corner Bar in Nashville, and a lot of our pillars of our community went there and have been partying since 10 o'clock today at the Corner Bar in Nashville. So those folks aren't going to be on the show. I know Rona 24 is there. Obviously, Why Not was there. You Got Gust was there. There's a lot of folks there. I know that. And so, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we have some absolute studs in the chat already. I see Hornatius is here. Canoeman, who's one of the all-time greats, number 19. Cleveland Brown, thank you for your super chat earlier. 0008, who is our newest Swoogan. Oh, man. I was going to break this. Don't do that. I was going to break this bottle of bourbon open because Hornatius wants me to take a shot, and I mean, I'm here for the people. I'm a man of the people. Spicy P, what up, man? Glad to see you, my G. He's a swoogan for sure. Ravin is in the house. Says, what is up? Time to go get it. That's my guy, Ravin, right there. All right, I'm going to do a little pour. Today's beverage is going to be this Legent, which I haven't had in a minute. It's a Beam Suntory product. It's essentially some Japanese whiskey from Suntory and then some Beam stuff mixed together. My recollection is that this is pretty good bourbon. It cost you about $50, I think, at the ABC here in Alabama. Matthew M. in the house, the legend himself. Diego says, JG's hair always impeccable. I feel like it's not as good as it should be today because I was out doing some other stuff. But things like that happen sometimes. JR, what's up, man? Good to see you here in the chat. Fired up to be spending an afternoon with you again, sir, among others. We did have a few super chats coming through. Cleveland Brown, always here. Oftentimes the very first super chat of the day. He says, stay hydrated, Bunk. I'm at the game. Bang, bang, bang. War Damn Eagle. Cleveland Brown, I think, is going to give some good vibes. Good luck to the Auburn Tigers if they need it. As mentioned earlier, War Eagle 0008, our newest Swoogan, who got the 33 glass last week, says, War Damn Eagle family, let's get this dub. Thanks for the show, Jay. I'm glad to have you here, man. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys, so especially you, Mr. 8. Also, Whale Driver jumps in. War Damn Eagle, hopefully we take a big step toward bowl eligibility today. Yeah, that would be sweet. Is today the day? Auburn has 4 wins, right? Or am I missing something? Hope not. But now you step forward. I get what you're saying. That would be nice. Look at that beautiful stadium. You get to kick those extra points and field goals into like a construction zone. That's really exciting, I think. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, shot. Hornatius coming through, bro. Oh, I need to bounce over to our in game. Let me go ahead and get that going. Ed D, what's up, bro? Glad to have Ed D here. Ed D always asks great questions, and that's what we love about having Ed D as part of the show. 0008 says it's the 31 Swoogan. My bad. Okay. I missed that one. Little Legent. Kind of soft on the front end, but it's solid. Let's see. Solo Tigre says, I've got like 5 minutes to finish installing a baby gate, and I'm not liking my odds. Come on, just throw it together. All you got to do is just hold a kid in. Ed D says, what up, Jay? Air horn. I do have an air horn. Air horn. Where'd the air horn go? Got him. Hey, I have some new sounds today that I added. I told you guys last week I was going to get a boo because there's a lot of boo birds we needed to have. Here's our boo. SR71 Blackbird notes that he was swooging number 33. Okay, guys. A couple of those went out in a big batch. But 8 and Blackbird, and I don't remember who else was in that group. But we have a 34, and we've already agreed who it's going to be ahead of time. 34, obviously, with Bo Jackson being number 34 is a very special one, but we're not going to say who it is just yet. Because I told Chip I would wait a little bit. We had the Boo, who also came up with this soundbite. I don't know when I'm going to be able to use it, but I love it.
And I ain't going to let some smart-ass kid get on this phone and create this stuff. So if you got a problem with it, I don't care, all right?
And then this one, you guys don't even know what this is. If anybody could tell me who this is in the chat, I will personally send you $20. Are you ready?
Order! The honourable gentleman will resume his seat immediately. Immediately! Immediately! I shall name the honourable member.
I just liked it. If you guys know who that is, I would be absolutely floored. Somebody I was a big fan of in the 90s. Auburn Dad for Life says, word I'm equal to the best hair on the air. JG Tate, what up? Raven says, I hope to be in the next Swoogan class. I need to step my game up. You're an amazing. You're truly in the top, like 0.01%, bro. Feel like a stranger is someone else in that group. A pillar of the community, as the kids say. Says, word up. Word amigo, much love to you all, the Drainers, Swoogans, and Tate, especially Mama Tate. Thank you. Let's handle this biz and talk some hoops. Also, easily I approach the microphone because I ain't no joke. Tell your mama to get off of my I have no time to give her my I'm going to hold it. All right, so we're live now on the TV screen. Will Collier is in the stadium, among many others, and said that the student section's literally 100 people. So, a beautiful day for football there in Nashville, and Auburn will kick off. And we're underway. And I will now change it to read first quarter. We shall see what happens today. Hornation says, play Automobile. I love Automobile. Yes. I wish I could. I would get slapped so fast. John D. is on the right tracks. Is prime minister, not speaker. Not a prime minister, so it's not Maggie Thatcher. It is the speaker. Yes, it is the speaker, but it's not. This person was not a prime minister. Because speakers and prime ministers are totally different. Like a speaker would never be a prime minister. All right, so they're going to start Kenny Seals, and they're going to take over the 35. They're going to go with a 4x1 here with a 3-man cluster on the hash. Interesting. I don't watch a lot of Vandy. A little quick throw there is my first snap from scrimmage, and solid coverage. Not a big deal. Let's see if there's anything unusual going on in this lineup situation that Auburn's facing right now. The guys that I saw make the tackle were our usual suspects. I think Four was on the coverage. Jalen was over there. Shepard, there was some talk that he was not going to play. He's their stud wide receiver, but he is in the game. He's out there. Going head-to-head with Nehemiah. Wow, that was that explains it. What a nice catch from that wide receiver right there. Whale Driver says, is this their first string quarterback or the backup? I was talking to Chris Lee, who runs the Vandy site. He's a great guy. And he was saying that, like, this guy is from the previous regime, and they kind of, like, are always looking for ways to not play him. So their starting quarterback was a guy named AJ, and he got hurt in the Kentucky game, I think it was. That was a minute ago, too. It was like 4 or 5 games ago. And he had been available, and they've been kind of piddling around. So I don't even know how to I don't know how to answer your question, honestly. He's their best available guy, but even at Ole Miss last week, they yanked Seals and put in this dude that can just basically run. He can't throw the ball very well, and they were platooning. I don't know what their plan is. I think they're just trying to get a sniff. You know what I mean? Looks like Hunter may be out today. He's at a funeral today. Sorry to hear that. So, yeah, we're a little play action. Doing some solid work here so far. Haven't seen any unusual personnel out there for Auburn just yet, so that's good. Justin's in there a little earlier than I would have expected. Justin Rogers. Kaduman says, what happened to him, Coach? Malzahn. He got hurt. Diego asking the real questions. Who gets fired first, Jimbo or Napier? Interesting. I haven't had a chance to watch any of the Arkansas game today, so I know if they lose that game, it's going to be bad. I think Auburn's got to tackle better there. It's already kind of bad for Jimbo, right? So they are now 5-4, I think. And they still got to play at LSU, so trouble for them. Things you just hate to see. You just hate to see it. You just hate to see Jimbo going down. It's tough. He's just such a good guy. All right, so far, their quarterback is 3 of 3 for 17 yards. Just kind of getting things started here, though. And they've been matriculating down the field fairly well. We've already seen Justin and Jason Jones in the game, so they're flipping there pretty liberally. Looks like Keldrick's coming out and maybe elbow. Doesn't look like he's feeling super good. It's not great. Not a great development. 2nd and 8 is what I've got. They're already at the Auburn 28. J.R. Harris has fired Jimbo. We are on board with that, sir, 100%. Absolutely. All right, so they completed another pass on a quick, I guess, like a little short drag. But, again, Auburn's response time has been pretty good today so far. I mean, I know we're only 6 or 7 plays in, but they've been on top of it. Kuduman says white face masks. It's on. I love the white face masks. The only thing I like better were the gray face masks for that 75th, the SEC 75th anniversary game, which I think was 07 or 08 maybe. I thought those uniforms were amazing. Brad Lester posted a picture during the week on his Instagram account of him playing against Vandy, and he was wearing that outfit, that uniform, and I absolutely loved it. All right, so 3rd and 5, and they misfire. There was a little bit of heat or pressure coming in through the A-gap. Probably that was Keys, and I'm not 100% sure. And it forces a throw that's off target, and I guess they're going to go for the field goal. I'm glad they didn't call a DPI on that. I think some refs might have considered it just with the pushing, but it didn't look like it affected him very much. So they're going for the field goal here. Kaduman, I'm glad you're on board with the gray face masks. I thought those were badass. No, sir. That field goal is not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So, Auburn's defense holds. Let's see. Mad Barber says the Pat Sullivan helmets in 2019 were awesome. I don't know that I remember those. How in the world could I not know? Let me see. Oh. Okay, same basic concept, yeah. Gray face masks with the 7 on the side, and on one side is 7, on the other side at an AU. That's pretty badass. I forgot those. I guess it's because I was trying to pretend that season didn't happen. Yikes. Wouldn't. There you go, small time. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. All right, so Missouri's up on Georgia early. Thanks for that update, J Battle. And I'm pretty fired up to hear that. I think everybody's looking forward to Georgia losing, if possible. If possible. And War Eagle 0008 calls. It says Florida has lost. Good golly, guys. I don't like the sound of that because, Auburn's got to go to Arkansas next week, and I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't play great. You know what I mean? The reason I do not have that on my screen here is because I only have it on the top 25. Any other scores of note? TCU loses to Texas Tech. Duke squeaks one out against Wake Forest. Ohio State wins 35-16 in a game that was tight for a long time. Notre Dame drops, lost by 8 at Clemson. That's a game I missed, for show. And Arkansas wins as 8. Expertly reported, 39-36. Scored 39 points, Arkansas did. Scored 3 points against Mississippi State at home, 2 weeks ago? And now they're going to score 39 on the road. Wow, that's amazing. South Carolina ends up beating Jacksonville State, but that game was a lot closer than it sounds. They had to have a rally in the fourth quarter to get there. So, wow. Let's see. Caduman says Arkansas did not exactly play great. I mean, they scored a lot of points. Man, Florida. Jeez. That's one of those. I don't know, man. I really thought Napier was a good hire for them. I really did. I thought he was a good hire for them. And, man, that has not worked out. I think that's far to say. I would update some of these numbers. They did go 0 for 1 on third on that particular drive, so I'll go ahead and update that. But as soon as we get back from this commercial break, Auburn will get its first licks on offense. Let's see. Caduman says UF sucks royally. It's a very regal kind of sucking that they're doing down there. And Grindworks lets us know again that Missouri's up on Georgia, which is things we love to see. Now they're showing highlights. I guess this is the go-ahead touchdown there. Oh, the dude started waving. It's not very nice. And a highlight from the Georgia game. Missouri gets a 50-yard touchdown throw? Wow. Let's see. Auburn Dad for Life thinks Napier and Dumbo are getting fired. Yeah. I don't know about Napier yet. Auburn's out and away. Jarquez. That's the second play from scrimmage, and you know where that's going. I know where that's going, and you know where that's going too. Yes.
The more you fuck,
Wait, don't play it.
the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Damn. Jarquez absolutely just gone. He was just gone. 67 yards for that touchdown. Good golly. The drive was 2 plays, 75 yards in 28 seconds. That's I would say that would count as efficiency right there. I don't know. He just kind of looked like an A-gap run, and he kind of got slowed down in the hole, but then nobody really got their hands on him, and he said, fuck it, I'll just go. Let's see if Connor Lew gets up there to that second level. He sure did. Great patience. Just waited for that block, waited for Connor Lew to get over there and lock him down, and Jarquez is like, deuces, guys, I'm out. Wow, what a great start to this game. We'll go ahead and bump Hunter up to 1 carry, 67 yards. Ay. Nice. And Thorne, I think, had one rush for like 6 yards or something like that. Sound about right? It was 8 yards. Wow. That's how you start a game right there. I'm sure Hughes like breathing a sigh of relief on that one, right? He says, I called that one. Diego says, who's going to pick up the ball on the construction site, JJ? We got Henry up there. We told Hugh that Henry would be willing to catch or snatch those balls. He's got to wear a helmet, though. We want to make sure he's safe in there. You never know. Feel like a stranger, who we sometimes refer to as Flass, F-L-A-S. McPherson kicks into the construction site, L-M-A-O. We got to laugh for that. Yeah, we do. Go ahead and pour another Legion. Why is Vanderbilt in brown? Why is Auburn in brown? It's chalkboard, I guess. That's a crappy graphic. They need to do better. All right. Auburn back on defense again. Can't get off the field to let the defense have a break. Yet again. Here we go again. Leaving the defense on the field. Total plays is 9-2. 350% more plays run right now for them. Unbelievable. Spicy P said, did Vandy miss a field goal? They did. They missed it wide right. So I don't know how far it was, maybe 30 yards, something like that. And number 19 is watching the Wrexham Red Dragons play today in the FA Cup. They're playing Mansfield Town, up 1-0. Very good, very good. Brandon J says, what you drinking? I am drinking Legion today. This is one you can find pretty much everywhere. It's like a mixture of Japanese whiskey from Suntory and then some Beam stuff. It's popped up maybe right around the time that COVID hit, maybe 19, something like that is when I first saw it. And it's good. It's good. It can't have a lot of heat on it, though. That is 94 proof. And it says straight bourbon whiskey, partially finished in wine and sherry casks. It doesn't have like a really strong wine finish at all. My suggestion for Ken Seals is if you're running out there like that and you've got Jalen McLeod about to kill you, I would just go ahead and slide. I mean, self-preservation, I think, is more important than a win at this point because you've already lost 7 in a row and you can't save your season, but you can save yourself. AU Taxman asked a question I was wondering the other night when I was going through the Eredivisie table. What the hell is wrong with Ajax? I think they're winless this year so far. All right, Vanderbilt, 3 and out. Had to punt again. A hell of a punt. You would expect Vanderbilt to have a good punter, and they do. Look at Coy Moore. He's trying, man. He's rallying. Or is that Keontae? I never know. His name is Highball. Perfect name for a Vanderbilt guy, Highball. Robert says, is anyone else's game blurry or is it just me? I think the issue is that they're using like the 17th string camera setup because it's Auburn and Vanderbilt. So the good games are at like the NBA games and the ABC games. And so we're getting like the third level equipment. But yeah, it doesn't look as sharp as it should. War Eagle 0008 says, I think Ajax misses Ten Hag. Yeah, well, the problem is that my team has it and has him, and he kind of stinks, but whatever. Whale Driver says PSV Eindhoven is the team to root for there. Yeah, they're undefeated. They're on the other end, aren't they? Let's see. Small Time Republic says Seals committed targeting. I love it. Yo, Malcolm, how you doing, man? Good to have you here in the chat. Yo, yo, yo. And I feel like a stranger says brown is for doo-doo. It's like the brown note. We got to play the brown note on here. I'm afraid it would affect you guys, though. I don't want to do that to you. Diego, I think, is giving us some bad update here. I think he says Georgia's now leading 10-7. That's disappointing, Diego. Can you just give us good news, please? Georgia leading any game is never good news. Anonymous says they are using retired cameras from C-SPAN 3. They're the ones that like do the Lincoln, Nebraska, city council meetings and stuff. I feel like a stranger said, I thought Ken Seals was a backup defensive coordinator for Saban. He's also the head coach for Vandy. Yes, Ken save the Seals. Sorry. Ay. Let's see. I'm getting some dispatches from Sir Will Collier. He says, ton of Auburn people still backed up trying to get into this dump. It's ridiculous. I know that it's under a lot of construction, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Like, due to overwhelming demand for tickets at Vanderbilt, we're going to expand. Like, little Stan White action right there. Looks like those tearaway jerseys, even though they're not actually. $1993 is a little before my time at Auburn. I was still a youngster. In a different part of the country. Not paying attention. Just chasing. Anonymous says Lee is secretly Professor X. Love the Cat says last time these cameras were used, Peter Arnett was in a rock standing in front of it. Wow. That's pretty old. I'm not sure that was the right read on that handoff, brother. It seemed like Peyton had room to run ahead of him, but it happens sometimes. Could have been a designed handoff, too. Don't want to give him too much trouble. North Central College. Badass. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Yeah, Damon says, looks like home field advantage for Auburn. Yeah, the pictures that I was getting sent, it really looks like an Auburn game. Like, honestly, it's like most of the crowd is orange and blue. All right, so you had a loss on first down to go to 2nd and 12, and then they did a quick screen to Jarquez, and they got like an inch. So we're looking at a 3rd and very long. I don't understand. I feel like the play calling's it's fine. I mean, I'm not being like fussy. I'm just saying you've already got them down 7-0. Let's just go for the throw right now. Let's just get them out and send those several dozen Vanderbilt fans packing. The Hornacious, that's pretty good. Peter Arnett, man, that's going back. All right, so I don't know if that was a green dog blitz or that was actually probably just a middle linebacker blitz through the run gap and forced a flush for Peyton, and he got away a little bit, but probably only got 3 or 4 yards. You're looking at 4th and 6 or 4th and 5, and that's just kind of a shitty drive. I didn't like it very much. I didn't like that drive. Yeah, Diego's with me on that. Just says shitty series. I agree. I didn't like it. I'm okay with the first call. I mean, if Jarquez is going to break off a 67-yard touchdown on an A-gap run, might as well try it again. I thought it was a bad read. And then the second play was just a wasted screen. And the third play was a very easy-to-see middle linebacker blitz that went right down Main Street, screwed up the play. So I'm not a fan. T-Tiger also not happy with it. And feel like a stranger believes that may have been Gus calling. Hugh, I got a couple ideas for this drive. Damon says Lou done a bad on that play. Let's take a look, man. I'll go back and look at it. Because Lou did a good on the touchdown run. That's for damn sure. Let's see what had happened here. Oh, yeah, Lou was... So Lou was like kind of... he was in pass pro, and he was backing up, and he had good form, I guess, but and he didn't have anybody attached to him, and he just kind of looked the wrong way. And he let that guy go through, but it wasn't a screen. It was almost like he thought it was a screen, but it wasn't. So, yeah, Damon, good eye. You're right on that. That's why I love these. I love chatting with you guys during the games. You guys always see lots of good stuff. Auburn Dad for Life said, let the guy right through. He sure did. He sure did. Third down annexation of Little Rock. Vandy offense leading stats except for points, Ravin says. That's true. It's early. It's still early. Auburn is now over 1 on 3rd down, as we saw on that drive. Stinker. Vanderbilt's 0 for 2 on 3rd down. So we can update that. And we can also update Jarquez, who now has like 2 carries for 65 yards. Oopsie. And Peyton is 100% passing for 0 yards, so that's not great. Spread, what up, bro? Says, hey, JG, what's good? What's good is this bourbon I'm drinking. It's the Legent. Right there. Oh, yeah. You can see that good. Legent. Very findable, very gettable, not very expensive. This probably costs $50. And it's good. It's just kind of an inoffensive, straight down the line bourbon. A lot of times when I'm drinking Beam, I can taste like peanuts is what the way I interpret it, which I like peanuts, so it's fine, but you get used to it, I guess. When I was down in Mexico last year in June, or I guess earlier this year in June, all they really had was Jim Beam, and I just drinking that shit all day, every day. It just becomes like water to me. And then these people go, you just drink that stuff straight? I'm like, what else am I going to do? We'll put it in a drink. Yeah, well, you can do that. I'm not going to do that. There he is, Elijah McAllister, the mayor. Just a really incredible human being. A lot of fun to talk to. Very mature dude. Very cool guy. Nice person. Going to do a lot of good stuff in his life. Reminds me kind of Noza Igwe in that way, in that manner. Nice play by Marcus Harris. Again, getting his paw out there. And he's strong enough to just hold on and get Seals in trouble on that keeper. JB says Taylor Davis. Wow. Yeah. I mean, they do a good job. I did not watch the SEC show this morning, the pregame show, but the leather outfit that Laura Rutledge had on, good God, guys. You got to check that out on the website if you haven't seen it at auburnsports.com, the bunker. Wow. Wish I'd seen it. I mean, I've seen it with the picture, but she kind of looked like she was from The Matrix, like Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix, but it was better because she's hotter. But it's a nice outfit. I liked it. Let's see. Hornation says Taylor Davis would he would put it in her back seat, I guess. Like whatever he went, like if he went to the store and had to get like Cokes or whatever, just do that. That's really nice. AU Taxman says, JG, did you get a spot in the ABC lottery? The answer is nope. One of these right here. Dude, so I lost. My wife lost. My daughter lost. Her boyfriend lost. Denton's mom and dad lost. And Denton lost. So we went 0 for 7 as a group. Nobody got anything. Neil, my man, lives in Glasgow, Scotland. He says, bit late to the party, Wardam Eagle, the legend J.G. Tate on the mic. Glad to have you here, bro. From across the pond. I think it's like 8 or 9 o'clock where you're at, according to sources. Knuman says, Legion does not offend me. It will be hard to be offended by it. It's just a very friendly, user-friendly type of bourbon. Crocky Poo in the house. One of our favorite bunks, says Warren Eagle JGT. Go Tigers. I don't know if you heard this sound bite. I got this one queued up for this week, Crocky Poo. It's not really about you. I just thought you'd think it's funny.
And I ain't going to let some smart-ass kid get on this phone and create this stuff. So if you got a problem with it, I don't care, all right?
Crocky, I would love for you to call in and go, I know you're a man of God, Dabo, but why are we paying you so much money to go 4-4? Hornation says, did someone say Denton's mom has got it going on? I know you always get so excited. Okay, they've changed quarterbacks now, as they tend to do. This is the guy who came in the second quarter, I believe, at Ole Miss, and he did okay. He mostly ran, but I felt like they were playing a little bit better with him. But he comes in for that pass on third down. They're short about 2 yards, so it's going to be punt city again. Let's not have a shitty drive this time. How about that? Well said. Ornatius says Dabo got Maurice. Maurice, haven't heard as much from Maurice lately. I know he jumped on the OEP, or I guess it was hand raise guys, and on a post game show, and was bothering Chase and Neil over at Rebel Grove. Let's see. JB says Dabo was a savage. Honestly, I kind of thought it was. I didn't think there was a winner or a loser in that one. I thought the caller was being a little dickish. And I thought Dabo was being a little soft, but, I mean, I don't know. The caller was trying to get him angry, and he got a little angry. And our Clemson site, which I think is called Tiger Illustrated, had an exclusive interview with dude from Tyler from Spartanburg. He is a real guy, and he is an actual Clemson fan, which I was taking money that he wasn't. But he actually is. God, how many times we talked about it this year, man? We kvetch, and I'm the worst. Kvetch over the quarterback play, and the wideouts let you down as much as the quarterback does. So Peyton goes through his reads, checks down to his third option, throws the ball to Javarius, and he just drops it. Like, that's 6 yards right there. Well, we got to have that one, bro. What in the world is that? Oh, man. That was really disappointing. Robert says Army is wrecking Air Force this season. The Air Force Falcons come into that game 8-0. Huge favorites over Army, a game that's being played in Colorado Springs. And to hear you tell me, Robert, Army's ahead. Maybe they're getting that surge from Ruxpin being at their game against UMass last week. He was at West Point and shared some awesome pictures on the website from his trip. So I think they're just getting that Ruxpin bump that everybody knows about. I feel like a stranger says, is Clark Lee Jay Lee's brother? They're both maybe not quite as hirsute as some others. You're right. Boy, that's terrible. That drop was bad. Did you throw a burrito at me? Brandon says, what the hell? Let's see. Will Collier again sending me, let's see, another picture here. Yeah, it's just literally all Auburn people. Like, it's just a tire from the floor level up to the very top. It's just Auburn people. And he sent me a picture of folks, like, they're still trying to get in the stadium because of how, with both ends of the stadium being blocked off, it's hard to get in. And when you see these shots from the field, you can tell it's just basically an Auburn game. All right, 3rd and 10. Got a sit-down route to Javarius in a zone situation. Now, Vanderbilt plays a lot of zone, so there should be plenty of opportunities for plays just like that. VAR sees the spacing, gets into it, and Peyton throws the ball for a first down. Now, the first play on the next series is a similar concept where Javarius ran essentially a hook right under a zone, caught it, got another 3 yards or 4 yards, and that's another first down. So tempo, as Anonymous said, tempo and smart placement of the – oh, shit. They did it again, man. Oh, my goodness gracious.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Woo. Jeez. Well, Jarquez is having a day. 3 carries for 121 and 2 touchdowns. Spicy P says, feed him. Dude, my guy's had a day already. He's going to be full up with yardage here pretty soon. Uh-oh, Henry's got to go get that ball. Oh, no, it stayed in bounds. Oh, everybody's so happy. Isn't it great? I just hope everybody has fun. That's so fun for Jarquez. He had a rough first half of the season. He's probably a little rusty after not working out and not being able to practice for a little while. Man, he's definitely got it today. He's just too fast for these dudes. CJ says, man, Jordan-Hare Stadium sure looks small today. SR, I just updated it at 121 for him on 3 carries. Shane says, quote, oh, shit. JD Tate, I don't mean to cuss too much, but, man, when somebody gets away like that, I just got to, it's just the reaction, Wow. Well, I had Auburn winning this game, I think 31-13, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. Small Time Republic says Aaron Murray is the color guy. He absolutely hates us all. I don't care that he, whined like a child when he got beat up in that game against Auburn many years ago. But he's just not a very good broadcaster, in my opinion. He's just got an annoying voice, and he just seems like a dime a dozen kind of guy, just basic. Casa DP, one of our resident horse racing enthusiasts, says, howdy, Drainers. Quez doing his best Breeders' Cup impersonation. The action from Santa Anita has been awesome, by the way. War damn trifectas. Yes, the Super Bowl of horse racing is currently going on. We call it the Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita in northern suburb of Los Angeles. I guess that would be Arcadia, near Magic Mountain, up near the Rose Bowl, in fact. All right, Vanderbilt back on the sticks. See, now that's a nice play call, and it's executed well until it comes to the throw. And then that dude just not, he just doesn't have that nuanced ability to throw a football. And they miss it. CJ's asking, he's asking Casa DP to calculate how many field goals it's going to take for Auburn to win this game. Because Casa DP always thinks in field goals. Sounds like a Raiders fan, honestly, but that play was going to go for a lot of yards, guys. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's see who got that stop. Lawrence Johnson got the stop and an assist to either Elijah or my guy, I can't forget his name now. Number 91. His brother committed to Auburn, and now he's not committed to Auburn. The names get away from me sometimes. Jay Robertson is back. Doing my best A&M impersonation with the howdy. Jay Robertson, one of our friendly Ole Miss folks. Coming over after the Rebels. Pulled out a little closer than I expected, but pulled out the win over the Hayton Jimbos. I believe that was about, I'm estimating that final score at 38-35. Now that's a defensive play right there. DJ James, I like the pulling up the britches. That's good. That's like my granddad would have done. That was a PBU for sure. Really nice defense. So that's a terrific just defensive stand right there, I guess you'd call it. Defensive possession for the Tigers. Wow, I'm surprised that Keldrick didn't get his hand on that football. It seemed like it went right. He had his hands up. And I guess the ball just went right through him. It's like when I play FIFA and that happens, I'm just like, game's broken. And then I do it. I watch it happen here. I'm like, nah, whatever. Hornatius, who is also a QB whisperer, says quarterback dropped his elbow on that first down throw, sailed it. Thank you for being here and explaining biomechanics for us, bro. That's what we love about you. Jay Robinson says, thanks, JG. No nails left after the Ole Miss game. Cuidado los manos. Great day of football today. Got a lot of good games tonight. I'm looking forward to watching this LSU-Alabama game tonight. I've told you guys many times, I don't have the hatred for Alabama that y'all do. I don't like them, but I don't hate them because I save my hatred for Georgia and Tennessee. And mostly Georgia. And the funny thing about it is, as much as I dislike Georgia, the guys that run our Georgia site, Roddy, Jed, and Dash, really good dudes, man. We just kind of have a fun, friendly rivalry about it. Auburn's run game has been like totally feast or famine today, hasn't it? It's either like a 70-yard touchdown or it's like 0, which is fine. I would just keep doing that. With Jeremiah, I believe, that got that carry, thank goodness. Damari Alston, who's been out, or well, he actually played last week, but he had been out prior to that for a while. I was told that he had dressed up. He's out. Oh, I see him right there. He's out there, but I didn't think he was available for this game. So we'll see how that goes, which is fine because if Jarquez and Jeremiah can get it done. But Capers. I'm going to get the Capers. Get the Capers. Solo Tigre says F-U-A-T always. Yeah, I wasn't saying yay, U-A-T. Don't get me wrong on that. That is not what I was saying. I was just saying that, whoa, I won't do that. I was just saying I say my real hatred for the Georgia Bulldogs. That's just how I feel about it. There's no wrong answers, though. More hate is more good. That drag or that slant's got to be caught. Hugh must have thought somebody else was more open, though. Cassidy P jumps in, says, hate to dip out so early, but I got to bounce. Let's get Alex McPherson some XP practice and save that leg for the Arkansas game when it'll be needed. Cassidy P, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for stopping by and super chatting us and saying what's up on your day of horse racing and other stuff. That is Jalen Simpson with a recovery. But they're going to call. Wait, what's the flag going to be on? So he called for a fair catch. It looked like he definitely touched it, but they're going to say Simpson either hit him or got involved with it didn't give him an opportunity to catch the ball. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. They're going to call it. Yeah. Damon says it was a bad throw. The throw on the slant to Fromm said it was low and behind. So we're kind of at odds with each other here. Whale Driver's calling it a drop, which I did too, but Damon's saying maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure how to go on that one. Uh-oh. That's about as mad as you'll see Hugh. Yeah, it's hard to... Oh, wow, he's running, man. You remember Auburn actually benefited from a call like that against Florida in 2009? Do you remember that? When Chris Rainey was going back to field a punt, and I think McCaleb got really close to him, and then Bates recovered it. That's actually a really athletic play to go jump for the ball like that. It's crazy. But anyway. Oh, somebody lost outside contain on that run. Bad. I got a sneaky suspicion it was Kaufman, but I don't know. Still getting replays on this punt. I don't know, guys. Jalen was really trying to respect the space, and then the punt returner misjudged it, took 2 steps forward, and kind of collisioned Jalen. I think that's still a foul on Jalen, but it wasn't just like reckless. That's going to be end of the quarter. Yeah, I feel like a stranger says Hugh is livid. He really is. He's pissed. That's as mad as I've ever seen him. Let me go ahead and update a couple of these numbers. Peyton is now 3 of 5 for 23. And I think he has a couple carries. Yeah, 2 carries for 11 for Peyton. And then Cobb has 1 carry. Well, he has 1 carry for -1 yards. So we'll get him straightened out. It'll be fine. He'll get a big one here in a minute. And first downs, Auburn's 1 of 3. They're 0 for 4. I'm telling you what, man. Ron Roberts, his work on third down has just been insane. Like I bet third down, I bet they have been allowing maybe 20% in the last 3 games. I don't like the call either, guys. But I gotta admit I don't know that rule maybe as inside and out as I should before I lose my mind over it. Auburn Dad for life. Can you not challenge that call? I guess not, because I definitely think he would have done it. he was hot. Hot. Neil Jones says random Kate Winslet or Kate Beckinsale. There's not really a loser there, but for me, specifically, we're talking about like Titanic era. Kate Winslet by a mile, I think. I mean that's my opinion, but I don't know. I like Kate Winslet. She's a hottie. All right, Ed D says you have to give the returner an opportunity to catch it. There is no halo rule anymore. Okay, well I thought he had an opportunity to catch it, but they ruled in favor of the receiving team, so that's how it goes. Spicy Pieces, love that we haven't seen Robbie yet. Yeah, he had 2 plays last week, and there was some talk that he was looking a little sullen on the sideline afterward, which I'm not surprised. I mean, it's tough when you're kind of essentially 1 or 1A, and then all of a sudden you get knocked down to that kind of status. But, he's got to be a good teammate. I know he's going to be. I know he wants to be, so see how that goes. Weird call, though. DP says, okay, refs helping Vandy. Dude, they need help, bro. Seriously. They need all the help they can get. That team's terrible. They've lost 7 in a row. They haven't really been blowouts, but they've just been losing. Really tough job, isn't it? You have to kind of admire what James Franklin did there now, don't you? I'll admit that I didn't. At the time, I can't even name a lot of these Vanderbilt coaches, right? We got Woody Wodenhofer was when I started, and then they had the guy from Furman. Then they had James Franklin, and they had some other slapdick, and now they got Clark Lee, who is a former Vandy player who had been the defensive coordinator at Notre Dame when he came over. So, wow, that's a really fuzzy shot right there. I think the focus is messed up on that or something. Yikes. All right, here we go again. Vanderbilt, on the Auburn 35. Remember, they got that run through the C gap earlier that got about 30 yards. Somebody lost contain on that bad boy. But not on that run right there. Looking at a 2nd and 7, 8, 9 officially, okay? CJ says Vandy is holding the conference up academically. That's it. They're pretty good in baseball. They're generally terrible in men's basketball. Previously had been pretty good in girls basketball, but they're bad now. Yeah, not much. Remember Jan Van Brennikoff was pretty good for a while there. And Billy McCaffrey, pretty good. Great. I love their arena. Some people hate it. I love Memorial Gym myself. One of my favorite places to watch a basketball game. I thought I saw a flag, and I thought I saw it in the holding area. So there you go. The Vanderbilt Commodores beset by penalties. Oh, Derek Mason, Ed D, thank you. How can I forget? Of course, Derek Mason. Had some success, but also had some not success. And Derek Mason got a little... I mean, listen, man, if you're at Vandy and you're being, like, super adversarial with the media at Vandy, like, something's wrong with you. Like, that's just my opinion. Because there's only a certain number of people that, first of all, give a shit about Vanderbilt. Second of all, cover Vanderbilt. And if you're, like, fighting and feuding with them, because those folks are not going to be riding your ass too much, I mean, you're just going to have to kind of hang it up. And I think that's what Derek did. Oh, my God, he's going to die. He's going to die, too. Oh, God. I don't understand how these players don't get their hips dislocated when they get hit like that. DJ was coming in there like a missile. And I feel like if that happened to me, if I got hit like that, I wouldn't walk for a week. And these kids always get back up. Oh, my God. It looks like it would be so painful. Great play by DJ. He's already had that PBU earlier. That was a really nice lick right there. And Keontae did a hell of a job pressuring the quarterback. The ball did get out, but he kind of messed up the timing on it. Xavion says DJ got an open field tackle. LOL. He did. All right, so that penalty plus some solid defense here in the last 4 or 5 plays has got Vanderbilt out of field goal range. They probably were in field goal range initially. Not so much now. Xavion says DJ's got to remember that he has arms. He's missed a few. Nothing like Keontae, though. Remember, he had 6 missed tackles in the LSU game. It was like, golly. I missed it when it came through, but Knuman said he would take Kate Beckinsale by miles. Hey, man, that's why the world's a great place. Oh, that was well done. He was ready for that. And Mr. Highball is going to go down there and celebrate with a highball. Oh, boy. Look at that Vandy campus. Look at all those kids, all those people partying. What's your dream? JB just says facts, Xavion Knight. Damon says, I had an opposing player die for my thigh once. I got a personal foul later for getting revenge. Hey, why can't you just hit a guy back, huh? A. Robinson says, if we don't win 56-0, I'm mad. Hey, they're on the way, bro. Wait, who is this? SR71 says, first time cooking a Screamin' Sicilian pizza. You know, I see those in the Publix, and I always wonder if they're good. Can anyone tell me if that brand is good or not? I don't think there. I saw a Reddit thread maybe 3 weeks ago about this, and some people had some very strong opinions about those frozen pizzas. Which one's good? I don't think I saw that one, though. I saw a lot of them, but I don't think that Sicilian one was on there. So you may have made a bad choice there inadvertently. JB says Coy Moore is on all punt returns, JGT FYI. That's cool. I appreciate you. I know Keontae used to. So my opinion is that Hugh should be using somebody with a different number. But, I mean, because that would help me. That's really what matters. But thank you for that, and I will keep that in mind. That's why I love you guys. Kyle S. says, hit that like button. Thank you, Kyle S. Using your hidden identity with your actual name. Don't change it now, though, because then everybody knows who you are. Daniel M. says the tailgate was fun. And Robert M. says Jarquez about to lower his average carry, going for 99. Let's see. Solo says there's a Screaming Sicilian with small bits of pepperoni in the crust. Interesting. That is fire. Knuman says, did you watch Mayor of Easttown? Great show, however. Winslet is looking rough. She was trying to look rough in that show, bro. She was like a detective in a Boston borough, right? I don't think she was... I try not to judge if she's looking like a grimy-ass fucking gumshoe, you know what I mean? But, man, in Titanic, that's a 15 out of 10, in my opinion. What a hottie. And Vanderbilt did not convert that third down, so we're going to go ahead and drop them down to 0 for 5. And I'm telling you, Ron Roberts' third down defense lately has been just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. I remember when I was at the Montgomery Advertiser, I was at a game. And back in those days, I used to, I do the camera eye at auburnsports.com on Wednesdays and Thursdays, yeah. I diagram plays. Now I use the video from the games because the networks aren't really chasing my ass anymore about it. I got sent a cease and desist in 2008 for using their video, but they don't do it anymore. So I would literally sit up there and I would take pictures with my camera. So like every second I would click again, click again, click again, click again, and just try to show the pictures, And at Vanderbilt, I couldn't get a good shot out of the press box, so I went on top of the press box, and I was literally shooting out there. And they've got this flimsy ass at the time, like a little... I'm not a big heights guy. I don't love it. Like a little flimsy ass like barrier to keep you from falling over. Dude, guys, I wasn't loving it. I wasn't loving it. That was not a fun memory for me. Let's see. SR71 Blackbird says low key. The blonde chick from the series Homeland seems like a lot of like a fun crazy hot. You're talking about Claire Danes, probably. Wait. Hey. What? What?
I don't like your jerk-off name. I don't like your jerk-off face. I don't like your jerk-off behavior. And I don't like you. Jerk-off. Do I make myself clear?
Wait, did he just Daniel Cobb? Did he go full Daniel Cobb right there? Like, what happened? Everything was going fine, and then I look up, and they scored. Uh-oh. Can I get a replay, please? I don't want to watch all 25 Vanderbilt fans celebrate this. Mayor just says, yikes, and I'm with you, man. Also feel like a stranger says noodle arm. All right, so Vanderbilt. All right, I mean, whatever. We gotta accept the score as it is, I still haven't seen a replay. Like, what are we doing? Okay, so they got a nickel playing off that slot receiver. That's kind of a cool... I like that switch, though. That was pretty sweet. He kind of ended up being a robber in a way, just because of the way the zone changed. I bet you that's the easiest 6 he's ever... Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest 6 you're ever going to score. Ed D says never saw him, and I agree. Robbie says Jay not paying attention. Yeah, no, I was still talking for like 1 second, and I look up and I'm like, what? What the heck? What is going on? That was some Daniel Cobb bullshit right there, honestly. The game at Southern Cal in 2003, where he was throwing a screen. I think that was to Ra Johnson, and like a big lofty throw, kind of like that one, and just went right on back. I was like, bruh. Robert says that's the worst pick 6 he's seen in a while. Ay. Solo says, do we even have a truck at this game, or do the replays come from Bristol? I don't know, man. Xavion says the sun is brutal. Yeah, you can tell Peyton on the sidelines doing this, but, I mean, that's just life, bro. That's a pretty building. Shane says Thorne for Heisman. Oh, man. I can't believe that pick 6. That's horrible. All right, well, back at work. Jay Fair with a little play action screen there. Got, I don't know, a couple yards or 0. It's fine. Wow. Let's see. D. Lucky says awful. It's 10 steps better than that throw. I think that the official. All right, this threat. This drive's reminding me of that second drive, man. It was just weak and wimpy, and I know Hugh's going to be like, you don't know football. If you don't think that we should be taking shots here, I'm like, come on, bro. This stuff is too conservative. I mean, to give Vandy's defense credit, and they don't deserve a lot, but they've been pretty good staying with Auburn wide. The problem has been narrow running the football. They've not been very good. So let's just challenge them wide again. How's that sound? And now I got third down again, and Peyton's running for his fucking life. I don't understand it, guys. Stu Pup, my man. He has super chatted every single show we've ever done. Says Fairweather was open in the curl at the sticks. He was open at one point. He wasn't open when the ball came to him. Solo Tigre says, call the Jarquez Hunter touchdown run play again, please. And Xavion asked a great question. Why can't we throw the ball past the line of scrimmage? Can. They just choose not to. I mean, Peyton showed last week that he can do it. But if I say something, which I would do if I could, but, you know, Hugh last week went on a big brand about, well, you don't understand football if you think we should be aggressive, but, you know. And I kind of get it when he was talking about being on their own 3 and their own 5, but, and this was their own 3 or their own 5, but they're not playing with a huge lead. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a stranger says, WTF is he doing? Dude is running horizontal on third down. Peyton's not a great scrambler. Peyton's a decent runner, actually, but not as a scrambler. And Allen says something I was starting to think a little bit. The real Thorne is back. Will the real Slim Thorny please stand up? Please stand up. Bow, 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 bow. Kanuman says he had tons of time. Peyton cannot read the field to save his life. I would definitely agree with you that is not his strong suit. There's no doubt. Yeah, that's not his strong suit at all. I don't know. His pocket awareness is not great. And there's a lot of things about Peyton that aren't great, but he's a pretty fast runner. And last week he threw the ball really well. Spicy Pieces, Philip Montgomery may be worse than Eric Kiesau. So I don't think that's fair, but I understand where you're coming from. And if I were you, I'd probably think the same thing. But I think there's a lot of issues going on right now. Not infighting per se. It's more like when the head coach sits there and goes, well, I couldn't call plays because I don't know the lingo. I'll be like, fuck, dude. And the fans don't want to hear that. 5 of 8 for 18 is the new number for Peyton. He's losing yards passing. That's good. That's good to see. Good to see. Things are going good. Jarquez's per carry average is way down. 6 carries for 124. And Auburn failed again on third down, so they're 1 of 4 now. So, no, Auburn's actually 1 of 5, excuse me. So these two offensive juggernauts are now combined 1 for 10 on third down. Maybe we don't have a lot of questions as to why they don't win a lot of games. Hornatius says Mick Sabine scored a 99-yard pass against Auburn being aggressive. Let me tell you something. You think you know football? Can I be honest with you? I'm not sure you do. I don't know how many games you've called, Hornatius, in the SEC. Locke says it must be illegal to pass on first or second down inside the 10. Kuhneman says, to be fair, Kiesau did not have to deal with Peyton Thorne. Ay. And I feel like a stranger from the top rope says, bring back Austin Davis. Kuhneman, if he saw that one. I'm not Kuhneman. Power Man, if he saw that one, would get a kick out of that one. He loved the Austin Davis thing. Who was Auburn had hired him to be the offensive coordinator from the Seattle Seahawks, and he was like the coordinator for like 2 days or something. Was it even that long? And then he was gone. Never to be seen again. Well, he's actually been seen again. You know what I mean. But not here. Let's see. Solo Tigre says, so the stories from the recruiting dead period about Hugh and Montgomery working together and developing their own new terminology were horseshit. It sure sounds that way. I didn't really go too far down that road because any narrative I'm hearing during the recruiting dead period is just bullshit to me. All right, so that was a really bad drop by their ace number 1 receiver. And so it's affecting everybody here. I guess when you play on a JV field, you start playing like a JV team. I don't know. Even Georgia had trouble here. It's kind of a weird throw. Not much of a follow through on that one. Didn't really have an opportunity to do it. Spicy P says, do we start Walker White as a freshman, or can we actually get a real quarterback via portal? Well, I don't think he's going to start as a true freshman. So, yeah, there's a lot of pressure on them to assess and get quarterbacks in the next portal cycle. My guess is, there's another drop for them on 3rd and 8. That was going to be a big-time play, too. Sucks to be you. Glad Auburn doesn't drop passes like that. A lot of pressure on Hugh in this next portal series. And I was thinking the other day, his number 1 target was the guy that's at Kentucky, Dennis Leary from Rescue Me. And then I think it's fair to say that McCall was probably either his first or his 1 or 1A, and I couldn't get him into school. Now, if he graduates from Coastal this year, because I don't really see his name being bandied about as an NFL prospect right now or like a big-time one, it's possible if he graduates from Coastal, he could get back on the market. And he could come here. If he's a graduate, he can come here pretty easily. When he wasn't a graduate, it was a little harder. So I just don't see a situation where Walker White starts next year. But Matthew Ray says Walker White won't stay watching this coaching. Oh, I think he will. I think Walker White's as locked in as you can be. That's just my opinion. Kanuman says, we need a portal quarterback to at least push Breaking Bad and depth. I think they're going to get 2. So, I think it's over for these dudes. I think Robbie's going to have to go. I think Peyton might have to go. I think Peyton probably, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Hank Brown's in trouble, I think. And I think Holden just ends up leaving. And so I think they go out and get, at least 1 quarterback. Anthony R. says, rumor has it that Michael Pratt from Tulane might hit the portal. That was the rumor last year, too. And I think Auburn was going to be mobilized very quickly had he hit the portal, but he ultimately didn't. Donnie is a big fan of Michael Pratt from Tulane. He's pretty good. Mad Barber says, loving the drops. I was worried Seals would do this. And Anonymous is pulling for Hank Brown 2024. Oh, I feel like a stranger says Austin was like a candle in the wind. Goodbye, Austin. From a young man in the 22nd row who laughed when Russell would overthrow and throw those wins out the door. It seems to me you live your life like a... I'm not going to say the rest of it. I'm going to get in trouble with YouTube. They'll say my content is not suitable for all audiences. So I got to be careful. And I got a reputation to uphold here, guys. It's not like I'm sitting on here drinking. Oh, wait, I am. Never mind. And he says, who is swag? Baby, who is? Oh, Prime, preach. I ended up taking that Prime thing off my Stream Deck buttons here and put the boo on here because I figured I'd use the boo more. But we can definitely find it on here. Man, I have so many sound bites that we used in previous seasons I never even get to use because Auburn's offense stinks so bad. We never get to, Auburn never scores on 3 straight possessions where we can say something like this.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
We never get to play that because they're never doing well enough for that.
Who is swag? Baby, who is? Oh, Prime, preach.
Love that soundbite. Ed D says Prime demoted his offensive coordinator. Oh, my God, that's amazing. Hey, But T had a chance in there. I didn't see the throw though. I was looking at the chat. Was that catchable? Let's see. SR71 Blackbird's got an interesting prop bet here. If we complete a pass over 15 yards, I will be shocked. Oh, a little yak yardage there for Camden Brown, also known as Cam Brown. It's so weird. The fact that Eli is like this big-time coach now is just really hard for me to swallow. He was a GA at Auburn for the Cam Newton year. And a cool dude. And I got nothing bad to say. Oh, shit, guys. Oh, Camden kind of mistimed that jump. Right. Spicy P, dude, as soon as you say that, then he mistimes that jump and probably lets a pass go he could have caught. He jumped too early. I'm not saying the throw was beautiful or anything, but it was close enough. Guys, I think that's catchable, man. Diego, I'm with you on that, bro. Yeah, Diego, I'm with you on that, 100%. All right, so 2nd and 10, they're just going to run up the middle with Batee. And get like 3. I'm sorry, that was 2nd and 10. My bad. So 3rd and 7 is what we're looking at now. Marcus Davis on your screen. Let's see. Damon says that crap was on the wide receiver. I agree. I think that's very catchable. And if he high points that as he should have, I think that's a catch. But now they're backed up. 3rd and 7. Let's see if Auburn can get a 3rd down conversion. Xavier says, too much zip from a thorn pass is something I never thought I would hear. Yeah, that's the first time we've heard that one before. You better throw that ball. There you go. Okay, nice. Rivaldo Fairweather on a little drag. Gets to the chains and then kind of carries this guy for another 2 or 3 yards. So that's nice. 1st down. Look how happy they are. Auburn fans are fired up. Oh, my God. Dude, the pocket awareness is so bad, and they're going to get a hold. Hayden says Perry Thompson catches that ball. Yeah, he does. Malcolm probably catches that ball. Bryce probably catches that ball. There's going to be a lot of new faces at wideout next year. There's going to be a lot of young guys playing a lot of snaps. And if Cam Coleman comes here, I mean, everybody's like, well, I don't know, Cam Coleman. Blah, blah, blah. Like Texas A&M, you think Auburn's bad? Dude, A&M, I think A&M's worse. Because they got this billion-dollar coach with Bobby Petrino as his coordinator, and they can't get their head out of their ass. I did score a lot of points today, to be fair, so I can't really lay that one on Petrino. But, I mean, that whole situation is just teetering, you know what I mean? It's teetering on the edge of the abyss. I got a soundbite for that.
Order! The honourable gentleman will resume his seat immediately. Immediately! Immediately! I shall name the honourable member.
I'll name the honorable member. It's Omari Kelly. Guys, that's a touchdown. That's not even a hard touchdown. Man, I hate it because Omari's a good kid, man, but you got to catch that. Oh, my God. Small time says I quit. If I was an Auburn fan, I would probably just walk away now. Honestly, I'd just be like, I just can't do this right now. I just need some time. Just alone with my thoughts. Coming into today, Auburn was tied for 2nd in FBS for fewest receiver drops. Are you shitting me? Well, that's true. A lot of Auburn's drops are not drops. They're like contested balls that they don't win. But that number still seems really, really low to me. Like, because we're watching every snap, guys. They've got to have more drops than 3. Let's diagram this play, and let's see how they drop this one. That's bad, dude. It's not like just that one play, though. There's been other drops, too, you know? They just seem all so affected. Fucking time. How many times, man? Is he scrambling? And it's just like, I kind of get more out of it. Jarquez with a nice collision right there. He put his head in there. And once again, who was it talking about the side-to-side bullshit when he's scrambling on third down? Like, that's not going to help. Bigo says, how did Kelly drop that easy pass? Dude, we're still trying to figure that out. Uh-oh, he fumbled the ball again. Oh, my God, they're going to get it back. No, I think Vanderbilt got that ball. I really do. I think some dude slid in that, yeah. Oh, man. Solo Tigre says, Muskrat whiffed. Thorne actually stood tall and delivered a strike. You just can't drop that ball. I agree with you completely on that. Got to have it. Got to have that. Got to have that catch. Auburn is just playing such, like, just, you know, you hear your coaches talk about details. Details. It's in the details. Like, Auburn's not playing the details right now. I mean, the effort's there, and the defense is certainly there, but on the offensive side, and I think they're creating opportunities, but they're just not consummating the opportunities. They're just kind of. That's like right at the side of the Brandon Jacobs wedge, too. A very dark moment in the history of Vanderbilt Auburn. Wow. That close, man. Champ Anthony right there had an opportunity. Let's see. Stupup says Fairweather's been open 3 times in that progression at the sticks today and not one ball thrown to him. Well, they've thrown balls to him. I think you mean in those specific paradigm. Yeah. Diego says nobody in this team can catch a freaking ball, even when it's on the ground, SMH. Oh, man, this is bad. Auburn's playing some bad football. Defense has been pretty good, though, so I'm not going to give them too much trouble. Offense has been terrible. Push him in the bag, Lawrence. Beat his ass. Zeke Walker was the name I was trying to come up with earlier. How can I not remember Zeke Walker's name? Come on. That's easy. Yeah, defense has been pretty good. But this offense stuff is just horrible. Raven says, do we have hands? They're like carrots out there, man. Just don't have any hands. We used to teach the kids when like they're 8 years old playing soccer. You're a carrot out there, no hands. Just run around like a carrot. Probably isn't the best technique for later in life, but, you know, keeps their hands off the ball. Split zone run. Quarterback kept that when he shouldn't have, and Jalen McLeod says, no, I can tackle your ass. No problem there. Diego says, Butterfinger, the official candy of Auburn football. And war you go. Small Time says the NCAA requires one of these teams to win. God, and to think, you know, there was a point maybe around the 6-minute mark of the first quarter, we thought, man, this is, you know, Auburn had seemed like complete control. And I mean, I still think they do because defensively, they've got the upper hand on Vanderbilt in a big way. But oh, that was a lick right there, man. Austin Keys, the Mike linebacker from Ole Miss, had an absolute lick right there. Good recognition on that throw. He was the curl flat defender, and he was definitely the man on the scene right there. Well done. Really nice play. Rob Schneider is a carrot. I don't get that reference, but I know who Rob Schneider is. Roberto, Robman, Robert. Spicy Piece would love to see Keys getting a solid play. Welcome back, young man. Yeah, I missed some time. What was that? Maybe 5 or 6 games with a foot or knee, whatever. You know, due to HIPAA, we try to be very Tuberville about it. It was a Silas attack. Hornation says, I think our wide receivers shouldn't be eating Whoppers with those tiny hands. It could be dangerous. And Snobburn says, Jay, it should be 35-0 right now. I'm not sure about that, but I think it should be 28-7. Or 28-0 without a terrible, terrible idea here. Had a terrible pick six. Golly, what a mess that was. Man, I just can't believe how mid Auburn's playing. I can believe it because they play like this a lot, but I thought that on the heels of that really pretty good performance against Mississippi State last weekend that they would come in here and just have that confidence, Because Vanderbilt, I don't think, gives you a whole lot of resistance. But, today there has been some resistance. I think Auburn's been more of a problem than Vanderbilt, honestly, but, it is what it is. Spicy Pieces, Gus would kick on first down here. He'd say our defense is playing pretty good. We'll just let them score. Maybe they can score. Plum Jam, what's up, bro? Glad to have you back. I'm just going to say this again. If Auburn would just have gotten prime time, we'd have a quarterback. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And we would be beating the brakes off of Vandy. I'm personally, I'm fine with Freeze. I think he's going to be good. I did advocate for prime, I guess, but I'm not mad about it either way. Hornage says, why are Jay's tips not frosted? That nerd needs to take a double. They were. I only get them frosted like every 8 or 9 weeks. And in between, I get my hair cut, so I lose some of it every time, But I am going back to get them frosted again on the 16th, so I'll get them straightened out for you. I'm pouring a little bourbon in my glass here, brah. Hey, brah. I did something funny today, so Tentone's mom and dad had some packages that came in across the street, and I went over there to pick them up because they're out of town for today. And they have like one of those cameras on their front door, So when I go over there and pick up their stuff, I always do like a big, like, rah, like some kind of a silly thing. And I never get any comments on it. But I told Cuz today, I said, hey, I'm going to do something for you. And I just got to laugh, though. Hope they enjoyed my show. Auburn running a split zone concept right there up the middle, presumably with Jarquez. And he gets like 5 on first down. Oh, Ed D with an update on the Bama State Hornets 7-0 over Grambling. Are they at Grambling today? Let's see. John says, on the plus side, I just signed the binder to sell my house since I bought the replacement 3 months ago. It's a great day. That sounds like a great day. Hell yeah. Good job, man. A little play action pass here. Peyton Thorne running side by side again. And goes out of bounds. Solo says, you moon the camera, just say it. No, I don't moon the camera. I don't moon. I just do other funny stuff. There's people on the street here who would probably like turn me into the HOA if I did that. I'm serious, man. These people get tight around here. Gotta be careful. We're counting cards. 2 of 7, 0 for 7 on third down, by the way. Auburn's got a 3rd and 9 right now. Ooh, that's that little 40 formation. They're not doing anything special with it, though. And they throw the ball to Frazier, who's not to the sticks. That is very Auburn. That's very on brand right there. They're going to be 1 yard short. So they can either go for this or they can let McPherson come out here, and he's going to hit it. All right, they're going to go for it. 4th and 1 from like the 25-ish. Nope, 35-ish. No, that was good enough. They got 4 yards on that. So they will continue. The bidding goes on, as they say at the Mecum Auto Auctions. The bid goes on. Spicy Pieces sticks route fails again. Yeah. It's very on brand, isn't it? Get to the sticks. I'm with you, Hayden. That's exactly right. Here goes Peyton again. Going to run side by side. Yep. I mean, you can't necessarily fault him. Like, but in that play right there, I don't think the pocket was as wrecked as he thought it was. I don't know. If he steps up, he's got time. Well, that is a different play there. That's the 4th down run. A little check down to Jarquez. Wasn't able to make a guy miss, but it was 2-on-1 to be fair. So it's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Ravin, really with the statement of the year, if you want to know my opinion, got to go back to tempo, he says. It seems like Auburn in tempo is significantly better on offense. And Hugh has said many times, I have to constantly think about our defense because I don't want to be in a situation where the defense gets wore out. And we know, having watched the games, and we've talked about this all year long, Auburn's defense starts to wear down at play somewhere between 55 and 65. And Auburn's defense just really tails off. The second team guys just don't give you the same oomph. 3rd and 4. Let's see what happens here. He's trying to hit that wheel route. And he got it. Even though I think the throw was late, he was still open enough where it didn't matter to Jay Fair. So nice catch there. John D calls it the almost sticks route. That's what it is, though, right? It's exactly what it is. It's not quite sticks. It's not very helpful. You know, it's like being almost pregnant. I almost got to the sticks. Well, great. So now we got 4th and 2. Instead, they're going to call a timeout. Or are they going to go Robbie? Mass substitutions on both sides here. No, it's Peyton. Well, this is the super duper jumbo look here. With Micah Riley Ducker's out there too. He's on the far side as a tight end. Boy, this is the super duper jumbo. This is that 40 look with jumbo guys. Quick snap to Jarquez. Yeah, the sides got in too easy. Oh, he's running though. Oh, fuck yeah, he got in there. Oh, there's a flag on the play though. What an amazing effort, man. That was a great play by Jarquez. Let's see what the call is here. What a great run. Brandon J calls that the jumbo. That's like the super duper jumbo, man. You got a lot of heft on the field for that one. And, I mean, ultimately it worked in a game of 1s and 0s. They're going to call a chop on Auburn. So they engaged with someone who was already engaged. And it's on Micah Riley Ducker. Somebody doesn't play very much. I wonder if that was a good call or not. Sometimes those can be a little specious. Because you can kind of slip off your block and then you inadvertently end up double engaging somebody. So it takes a 6 points off the board. Ay. Eddie, did you see it, bro? I just didn't have a chance to see it. They didn't go back and replay it. Split zone run. Jarquez just trying to be patient over there, but there really wasn't too much to do. I think he had room on a cutback lane, but when he went to get there, just too many bodies pursuing. Got 2 yards. All right, here we go. Micah Riley Ducker is on your right side of your screen here on the end. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait. That's a legal block? Is there something like where you can't do that on the goal line or something? They do those blocks all the time. Diego says unnecessary play. Hunter running to the other side of the of the formation. You're right, but yeah. I guess outside the tackle box. That's what it is. Good job, Ed. I knew you'd be the guy to do that. You can't dive outside the tackle box. Fair enough, Spicy P. I got you, brother. When I see people do that, it's usually like a guard doing that, and that's a different deal. All right, so Peyton did the right thing there. He's got to have somebody to throw the ball to. Yeah, no, I'm with you, John D. That's right. You guys are right. He's outside the tackle box because he's so far out wide. So he did a good job there kind of stepping forward, but then like right here, he's got after the first cut, I feel like he's got to have his eyes up. And instead, I think he was just he was in self-preservation mode. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Just another absolutely awful decision. And the Vandy guy dropped it somehow, but oh, my God. AU Taxman was talking about the third down play where he says, how can nobody be open on a broken play like that? I know, right? Just head up, man. Xavion says, what was that throw, LOL? It was horrible. Oh, we have a touchdown, don't we? God, where's our touchdown thing? That's not it. Is it this one? No, it's this one. My bad. I mean, hey, it's 3 points, and when you're playing a team like Vanderbilt that I don't think this offense is going to be able to get much done, I think a 10-point lead is pretty good. But another situation where, I mean, they scored the touchdown. And then you got a chop block that brings it back out. And Peyton Thorne comes within an eyelash of ruining the entire drive with a dog shit throw with no zip on it with no real purpose. I mean, you guys can be a little more straight up than I can about player assessments. By the way, that's where Commodore Walk used to come around. It was right under that where that scoreboard's at now. That's probably why they're redoing it. So it says, play all the sounds, LFG. Sorry, bro. I just don't understand. That throw was just so bad and just absolutely got away with murder on that one. They got to catch that. Block below the waist. Thank you, Spicy P. Not a chop block. Ryan D says PT can't see the field, unfortunately. He does not seem to, if he's not on schedule, he doesn't seem to keep his eyes up looking. No. That's a major problem. A major problem. But Auburn's defense has been pretty salty today, honestly. Total yards, they have 93 right now. So 28 plays, 93 yards. They ain't getting nowhere. Auburn has 226. Auburn should have a lot more than that. And that's going to be halftime right there. Clark Lee strides off the field, confident as his defense has given him 7 points and his offense is shit a brick. There's no doubt. Let me pull up some of these halftime numbers. I was telling you guys some of them, but we can go through all of them here pretty quickly. What? Oh, I forgot I changed that yesterday. All right. Uh-oh. All right, here's our halftime stats right here. So 226 and 93 is the big number there. I don't know why those certain numbers are highlighted. Sorry, guys, I screwed that up. You can see they're 0 of 7 on third down, Vanderbilt is, which is terrific defense. I mean, it's been like this, really. Last week and this week have been amazing on third down. Now, Mississippi State and Vanderbilt are not exactly world beaters. There's no doubt about it, but at least the execution's been good defensively. The problem is that the pass yards are 72. They should be more like 172. Had some real serious major drops. Look at Ronnie B. He's going to talk to the coach. And I think we're all just kind of left sitting here saying, you know what? I just don't know that Peyton's the guy. I mean, look, dude. Oh, man. Chris Lee, that my friend from Vanderbilt that runs the Vanderbilt side, texted me something, and it's just like, bro. Just like, dude. Okay, so Hayden says Mizzou is legit. All right, sweet. On my screen, they're showing the Mizzou highlights. We saw that first touchdown. Apparently, are they hanging in? Queen Vic says, I knew it wasn't going to be good this year, but holy shit. Yeah, it's been bad. It's been bad. I mean, there's really no way to. There's no way to sweet talk that. I mean, it's been terrible. And I don't understand. It seems like it's always something else, right? I mean, you've got the block below the waist to take 6 points off the board. You've got officially 2 drops, but to me, it's more like 3 or 4. You've got Peyton just like being a mess. Like he can't keep his head up and focus on things downfield. It's like there's just so many various problems. Uvid says, terrible first half. The flag on the punt really hurt the momentum. Should be 28-0. That's probably fair. I think they should have 28 points. Let me check with – so I told you guys earlier, Hunter is at a funeral today, so he's not going to be able to be on the show. And J-Head is at a wedding. We can make a movie out of this. And he's at a wedding up in somewhere a long way from home, so he's not going to be on the show post-game either. I know you guys are fired up. That's a lot of good stuff right there that we're not going to be able to get this week. But one guy I do think will be able to get is Kozan. And, well, I just sent a text to him to see what's up. He's usually good to go, though. Wow. Russell says, Missouri defense playing well. Offense has 5 false starts. All right. Kozan says he's good to go in a few minutes, so we will call him here just in a few. Chip says funeral for the Auburn offense. Spread says this is a stink poo-poo first half. Yeah, Auburn, I mean, honestly, considering the way it was played, 17-7 is probably worst-case scenario for Auburn because I think Auburn, we've seen some of the scores in the chat, somewhere anywhere between 28-0 to 45-7 or 45-0. I mean, if Auburn was executing correctly, this would definitely be completely out of hand right now. I still think it's out of hand because I don't think Vanderbilt can score 10 points, but Queen Vic says, official clown car, just take the wide receivers off the field, take Peyton off the field, just hand it off and see what happens. Just go super jumbo, right? I mean, hey, that wouldn't work. That would work. It would work. Knuman's wedding and a funeral, plus a call, plus Kozan. Oh, man. I don't understand. I don't understand why the execution just is not there. I mean, it's not because you're intimidated inside the stadium. I mean, that ain't what it is. Spread says the question was if we would score over 30 for the first time. You were thinking for sure, right? I picked Auburn to win this game 31-13. So, yeah, I definitely had that idea in my head. And the way they came out firing in the first half, you'd think they would have at least 28 points by now. This kick from Texas A&M was just a little short there. You hate to see Jimbo lose again. 5-4, guys. He's got a $70 million buyout. And they still got to go to LSU. So, I mean, they're going to lose 5 games this year. I think they got Mississippi State and, like, Abilene Christian or something like that. So they got another 2 wins in them. But let's see. John D says Maryland has minus 40 in the first half rushing against Penn State. That's not great. Brian says Marcus Davis has to get some heat, right? Yeah, absolutely. We've talked about this on the rundown. We think he could be in trouble. Really cool dude, former Auburn player. But those wideouts, man, you're kind of stuck in this argument, and Spicy P's kind of making the other side. He says Marcus Davis has no talent, meaning what he means is not that Marcus Davis himself doesn't have any talent, but he doesn't have players to play with. And if he's coaching Perry Thompson next year, and if he's coaching Cam Coleman, if so, and Bryce and Malcolm Simmons, he's going to suddenly look a whole lot better because he's got guys that can actually run routes and catch the ball. JB's that's not totally true. He says Marcus didn't recruit any of these players and these receivers. That's not true. Nick Mardner is 100% his guy, and he's coached him at 2 different places and brought him to Auburn. And then the guys like Hooks and Jair Shorter were portal transfers that he helped assess. So they kind of are his. It will be how I would take that, JB. And Brian says he can't get one of them to work. Like, yeah, right? Like, if you give somebody 6 dudes, surely you get somebody to be a passable player, you know? New guess who it is. My man, what's up, bro? Says wideouts are ass and don't seem to be progressing. I would agree with that. Lack of progression is an issue for Marcus Davis. Yeah, that's 100% on him, in my opinion. I know we can talk about how he doesn't have players, but remember now, he did play a role in a lot of these guys getting here. I mean, when you get a guy out of the portal, it is a team effort. It's not like he just walks out there and gets them himself. But at the same time, he's playing a role in the assessments. So, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and load up Alex Kozan's name on here. We'll give him a call and see what up. Alex, of course, the former offensive lineman. I read yesterday, I think, he had started 40 consecutive games when he was a lineman at Auburn. It's pretty impressive. I think that was a record at the time. He played center and guard at Auburn. Came to Auburn from suburban Denver. And we'll give Alex a call and just see what's up. Hey, what up, Alex? How you doing? Yeah, for sure. Hey, Alex, hold on just a second. Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't think the people on the show can. This is not something you did wrong. It's something I'm doing wrong. So I got to call you back, okay? All right, I'll call you back. I kind of realized you guys couldn't hear him, and I don't know why you couldn't hear him, but you couldn't. So let me try a different version of the Skype. That's not good when you guys can't hear that. Yeah, I got a Spicy P. I could see on my thing here that it wasn't working. And I hate that. Absolutely hate it. I don't think this is working either. Damn. I hate it. I always test these things. But then sometimes it doesn't work. I'll test it in the morning and then I come back over here and it doesn't work. Dadgummit. That is very, very frustrating. And this had nothing to do with Alex. Alex is great. He's right where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to be doing. Dadgummit. I can't get the test thing to come up. Dadgummit. I don't think I'm going to be able to get I don't think I'm going to be able to get the phone line working. That's an important part of the process. Yes. Dadgummit. It's frustrating as heck. And Alex is ready to go. He's telling you stuff. Dadgummit. Colby says just hold the phone up to the mic. I love when you guys come up with ideas like that. It's good stuff. I've got 2 versions of Skype, and I can't get either one of them to work. Dadgummit. Probably the only way to fix that is to restart the computer, and I ain't doing that. Ah, man. God, it's so frustrating, dude. Jeez, dude. What is a deal? I've got people who need to talk to me. I'm going to try to call in on my own line here and see if it'll go through. God, it's so frustrating. Wait, Hornatius is calling me, though. Let me see if y'all can hear him. Yo, what up, Hornatius? Yeah, see, I can hear you, but the people on the show can't. So, do you think I should tell them that? Okay. Thanks for calling me, bro. Amazing. All right, bro. They can't hear you, so I got to go. All right, bro. See you, man. Bye. Yeah, so I can... man. That's so frustrating. Queen Vic says, just chill. You got mute on? I don't, actually. God dang it. Yeah, E. Robinson says, rare JGL. It really is a rare JGL. I cannot believe that. And I'm also getting really hot in here. I gotta go turn the AC on. Hold on, guys. God dang it, man. No. All right, guys. Got the AC on now. Golly. That is so frustrating. You know, it's a call-in show, and it's kind of hard to do a call-in show when your Skype won't work. Man, that sucks. Well, we'll just have to make it work as best we can. We'll just talk and chat. And as soon as I restart this computer, it'll work just fine. I promise you. I can't. The echo won't. Here we go. No, you guys just aren't getting anything. Let's see if I can do audio and video. All right, I was still trying to fix this thing because it's very important that I get this working. I didn't understand why it wasn't working. Got people that call in just or come on the show just for our halftime stuff, and I can't get the daggone thing to work. Speakers. Pro FX. So frustrating. I just don't think it's working, man. Let's see. All Hydraulics says JG's shirt is untucked and it bothered me for some reason. Hey, man, I'm just chilling here, on the show. And Brian H. Had a chance to see Metallica last night, so they were amazing. God, I wish I could see that. Sam H. jumps in. I hate that we missed Alex. Sorry, bro. That's totally on me. I don't understand how I screwed that up, but I did. How's Razor playing? Generally badly. Had a pick six that was probably the most feeble pick six. Certainly the most feeble pick six we've seen from an Auburn quarterback since Daniel Cobb in 2003, but it was really, really bad. I need to get some of these numbers updated, too, while we're here. Peyton ended up 10. Get back over here, bro. He ended up 10 of 17 for 72. And Jarquez, since you hadn't seen that, Sam, he had 2 really long touchdown runs, and they were tasty as can be. But really not much else other than that. 9 carries for 131 is what he's got. But because Alex Kozan is such a G, he knows I can't get him on the horn so you guys can hear him. So he just sent along his opinions via text. What a stud. All right, so Alex says, number 1, running game looks great on paper and poor on tape. They aren't getting much vertical push. If you take out Jarquez's 2 big runs, they're running for less than 2 yards per carry. Interesting point. Number 2, Thorne has been the best thing going, but he did have 2 terrible decisions. Interesting that's what Alex took from that half. To be fair, we've been talking about how the wideouts have not done him any favors at all, talking about Peyton. And number 3 is lucky they're playing Vanderbilt. Their offense is terrible. So that's what we've been talking about with Alex had we gotten him on the horn like we wish we could have. Ravin says it was a matter of time until the offensive woes affected the stream. Justin T says time to bench Thorne, ? Yeah, I don't know. Again, Alex sitting here saying that he thought that Peyton was the best thing going was kind of interesting. I mean, they did leave some yards out there that weren't his fault. But he also had, as Justin points out, he also had a pick 6 that was very feeble. So, yeah. And Queen Vic asked that I not bring up Daniel Cobb anymore. I was there. I still am so bent about this Skype situation. What in the world has gone on here? Oh, man. So frustrated by that. It's going to impact this postgame, too. How can it not work? Unmute? Unmute? Is that? I don't understand, guys. I can't fix it here when I'm live on the stream. It's just tough for me to do. So that really stinks. Let's see. Whale Driver says, not time to bench Thorne. He should have had an extra 100 yards passing. Cred says, do a quick restart. I can't. You know, I could. I mean, I could. You vote reboot? All right, fuck it. We'll just reboot it. That's what I'll do. I'm going to restart everything, and I'll catch you. I will stream. I'll pick the stream right back up, okay, when I get back up, and we'll just do it that way, okay? All right. See you then.